Yo, gather yourself, man.
Oh,
Wow, you're tickled by
why
that
was
one.
that so fun? I don't know. I think I'm just.
Yo, what the fuck? Gather yourself, man.
But here's the worst part.
We go. Welcome back, y'all. It's another episode of Roots to Reality. Today is not a normal episode. No guest, no deep dive, no debate. Today we're celebrating something we honestly weren't sure would make it to happen or come to fruition. We're 25 episodes in. I thought I would have quit on this girl already, but still I
Why are you
come and I
talking
show
so
up.
fast? Slow down. My God.
Just because your ears and brain don't process fast enough, our audience knows exactly what's going on. Yo, you can't read fast enough?
Why are you
I
rushing?
did a little bit of ad lib.
I
That's probably why
don't
you
know
got
why you're
lost. It's
rushing.
okay. It's okay.
I'm,
It's okay.
I'm
We're at your section. When we launched,
I know, but I'm just trying to come back. Yo, I can't wait for you to hear this. Like you were just like, but remember the Cosby? Is it Denise who speaks a mile a minute? That's what you just hit me with.
yeah.
All right.
You want me to do it again?
No,
Huh?
no,
Okay,
no.
cool.
I want it to stay just like that. Where? When we launched this podcast, we just wanted to create conversations that mattered. Conversations about culture, family, healing, growth, parenthood, identity. What we didn't expect was how many people would see themselves in these conversations.
Bet. For 25 episodes, we laughed, we disagreed. Did we really disagree?
Yes.
Because I didn't really give no real controversial
You
stuff.
came at
You was just off the wall sometimes to the point where you got in trouble at home, but
you came
But
from
anyways, we told stories we probably shouldn't have told. Yep, that's you for sure, for sure. And had some moments that honestly changed the way we think. Debatable.
But the funny thing is we both said, eh.
Yeah.
So today we're looking back. The funniest moments, the hardest conversations, the biggest lessons, and maybe a few things we'd like to take back.
But if you didn't already know, it's your boy Kevin B. the Brand alongside.
Yeah, girl, Shoe the vibe enhancer.
Let's jump into it, man.
Nothing.
What the fuck are you looking at me for? First of all, I just want the audience to know that I prepped for a whole different episode.
Yes, he
Then
did.
this girl told me last minute,
I
oh
did.
no, that's not the episode.
Yep.
I'm like, what? What are
Because
you talking about?
also while I was refreshing and I was like looking at the schedule, the posting schedule, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be episode 25. Wait a minute.
So you created a whole new
Created a
episode,
whole new episode.
whole new run of show, and now you're
Again,
looking at me like, Negro, take the lead.
sure did.
You gotta take the lead. I'm literally fresh blind, fresh eyes.
Well, I mean, technically, in my defense, don't you come into every episode with fresh eyes?
No, but I at least know the topic, so I already predetermined some things in my mind based off of the topic that we're gonna be talking about. Right now, I don't know what's going on.
Well, I will tell you this. Your moment when we were talking about cleaning on Saturday mornings, and you started very calmly talking about, yeah, cleaning and washing, and then it went left when you
What
started
happened? Did
talking
I go on
about
a tangent?
sports. Yes.
Oh shit.
And how traumatized baseboards have made you.
Man, fuck baseboards.
Exactly.
If you look at my house right now, all the baseboards are like curved, so no dust is sitting on that bitch. Like it's gonna fall to the goddamn floor, so it could be swept up. Ain't nobody playing that shit with these goddamn baseboards. Damn, maybe I did go on a tangent that day.
You went on
I just felt it. I just felt me go on it.
Anger. You felt the anger. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do for this episode is go back to clips. So roll the clip.
Now you got to put it all away and then clean the baseboards. Who the fuck is looking at goddamn baseboards? You know how triggered I am about baseboards nowadays? When we was building our house, they was asking us what type of baseboards do we want? A flat. And I don't want it to catch no fucking dust. How about that? That's the baseboard I want. Whatever, yo.
Because you took off. And then
I definitely appreciated Renard kicking you off the last episode.
let
That was a highlight, and we had some actually good conversations all the way to the point he is now going to be my next guest on Dear Legacy.
first of all, before we even jump into that, you guys know that I drive the run of show. And the only thing that is scripted in our podcast is the intro and part of the outro, even though Kevin does his own shit most of the time.
I sure do. You
There
script
was,
it all you want, mother sucker.
I created a nice script, and Renard was supposed to come in at a certain point. He was like, fuck this. And literally let me have one line and then kick me out. Like legit kick me out.
Yo,
Damn.
let me get in here. Excuse me. Shay, excuse him. Excuse him. Let me get in here.
This is
Watch out, watch
crazy.
out. Yeah, this is going
This
left.
is
Watch out,
crazy.
watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out.
This is
You know, we
crazy.
gotta finish the intro. Watch out, watch out.
Every fucking
Every episode.
every episode.
Y'all get
There's
wilder
some
and wilder.
off-the-wall shit.
Yeah, I know. Let me get in here. Let me get this. Let me get the notes. Let me get the notes. What's up, everybody? It's your boy GP. How y'all feeling today,
Oh,
man?
shit.
What's up, Kevin?
kicked
D.
her off?
Man? Yeah, I
You
kicked her
kicked
out.
her
man.
off. Well, in his defense,
Oh, you're defending him.
no. In his defense,
Mhm.
it took us an hour to start that episode because somebody wanted to keep guys. What you see right here, right now, shoe vibe enhancer, just a couch, just a microphone, lies. Lies, I tell you. Because if she could flip the camera around and you could see everything else, there's 10,000 screens, and I'm not over exaggerating. It looks as if she's running a Ponzi scheme because every freaking monitor is open with 3 different laptops, 6 monitors. And I'm like, bro, is this a tech hub? What is happening right now? And then don't let my boys come in there the day of, because then everything else is just chaotic. Like,
Okay.
no. So when we try to do this episode, because she switches from work shit to play shit to regular shit, then to media shit, she don't know what she disconnected, reconnected, and she always wants to try new things. And the next thing you know, we could not get the show up and running to the point where Renard was about to go to his studio space and record, but then she was like, "No, I want it in mine. I want it in mine." Remember all that?
So you gonna
So
sit
that's
here?
why we got frustrated. And was like, you know what? Just get out now. Just get out now. Be damned you run a show. We're doing our own thing.
So you
So
gonna
that's what
lie?
happened.
You gonna lie to the people? I would say, let me ask you, what to you, besides Renard kicking me out, was probably the funniest moment where you had a hard time not laughing?
One of our first episodes where you was having a conniption, about to have a collapse because of what I wear to work.
How do you dress to go to work? Since you want to make fun of me about putting a bow tie on.
How you see me right here?
Picture.
Sometimes it might be a Suffolk University hoodie. What? I throw on some J's.
You go to
Throw
work.
on some jeans, and I throw on a hoodie.
You go to work.
I work with students.
You're really sparking my anxiety right now.
Why?
You go to work in a hoodie, jeans, and sneakers.
Yeah. Still by far the most hilarious shit. Like, I would clip it and turn it into a meme the way your reaction was. It's like, well, yeah, man, I don't only wear hoodies and Jordans to work with jeans. I work with students. Like, what do you want me to do?
You are someone. I will tell you this, thank God for my memory is trying to rebuild itself. Because I was imagining, because I know there's an episode where I couldn't stop laughing, and it was very hard for me to breathe. And I was like, and when I asked the question, I'm seeing the episode, I'm seeing my reaction, and I'm like, fuck, what episode was that? What episode was that? It was the episode about cheating. You gave a story about getting caught.
Oh, when I got slapped? Man, motherfucker. Let's just say A couple of my coworkers saw me get slapped in the middle of my shift, and the person walked away, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And you know when you look around to see if everybody saw, and knowing good and goddamn well, motherfucker, you saw 7 motherfuckers saw what just happened. Like, are you trying to look to see if your face is still there? Because they saw. It's one of those situations where you're looking around and you're like, man, did anybody see that? And you see people looking at you and they're like, yeah, nigga, we saw it. The fuck?
Start of your shift. So you still had to sit there for 6 hours.
Bro, that shit
You
happened
know,
at the beginning of the shift, bro.
oh, man.
So I had to do 8 hours with everybody like staring. Like, damn, that nigga got slapped.
My God. Oh, man. Oh, my God. It's making my stomach hurt again. Like,
Yo, gather yourself, man.
oh,
Wow, you're tickled by
why
that
was
one.
that so fun? I don't know. I think I'm just.
Yo, what the fuck? Gather yourself, man.
But here's the worst part. I'm not even laughing at the action of what happened. I'm laughing at you describing the aftermath.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I'm picturing you trying to like it's a normal day.
Oh my god.
Oh, there are tears coming from my eyes.
Yo,
Oh,
I just got tears.
oh, oh man. I
Jesus
think that
Louise.
by far that might take the number one over Renard kicking me out. Oh man.
Yeah, I'll say that. That shit definitely got you tickled though. I still think it's because you know that I got slapped. Fucking asshole. Can we move on?
Okay, sorry. Oh man, I'm hot. Oh, all right, emotional moments. I mean, technically, we didn't really talk about losing friends. I just talked about that one that one friendship that was dismantled.
Yep.
Oh, man, but I guess have any of your close friends given you any like feedback on the podcast or conversations that we've had?
Yo, you know what the funny thing is? I've heard it from about people that I didn't even realize was listening to that pod, or if they was just seeing the clip
Mhm.
from that pod. But it's the clip where we're talking about the Haitian men don't cheat one. And I was saying something. I was like, whoa, they do, not we. Everybody keeps all the dudes was like, yo, you had
Way
a
to throw
real
us.
nigga moment. Cause you realized what you said and
Mhm.
was like, no, not me. And I was until that one falls into the funny moment and like people like reacting with that clip. It was hilarious because I literally heard it from like maybe 5 people within my circle. And it was like, bro, you caught that one so quick. It was like, don't bring that drama into my house now. Yeah, that one.
You know, I will tell you that we all know Lori is probably one of our top listeners. Shout out UP8
hmm
and Lori, because after an episode drops, the next time I see her in the gym, she is quoting something that was said in the episode. And I'm like, you know what? Shout out to her. And I think it's dope because yes, we came on here. We're talking about our Haitian culture. We're talking about how we were brought up. And we have a lot of different friends. Like not all guys, not all Haitian people only have Haitian friends. Let's start because there
Yeah.
is that stigma where people, if they find out you're Haitian, they're gonna ask, "Oh, do you know?" No, no.
I don't even I think the ratio for me is probably even less than like I probably have less Haitian friends that are not family. You know what I mean? So like if you really exclude family and then like the inherited family ones, it's like damn, I don't really hang out with Haitians.
Damn, you really are Renard. Like when I look,
I don't know if that's supposed to be a bad thing or an insult. Like
well,
we
no,
some cool
it's
we some cool
more
motherfuckers. So
along the lines of I really stick around the same people. Like, just I don't know.
yeah.
I just
How
can't.
you evolve? If everybody knows the same things and do the same things and think the same way, how you evolving?
I don't
How
know,
you growing?
man. Because with him. I told you we talked about it before. I think we talked about it on the friendship episode where I talked about I feel like men have this gift of being able to maintain lifelong friendships.
Yeah, because we don't. I'm gonna leave it alone.
mm, mm. Well,
No, we are able. We are able to. You know what the thing is, and me and Tiff will be watching like reality TV shows and some of these regular shows, movies, and all that. And she was like, "Yo, how do dudes really do that shit? Like, the dude just want to go try to talk." Because we're on our Love Island kick right now. Don't even fucking get me started with that shit. All right? Because right now, I'm getting notifications from the Love Island app that the new episode just dropped.
why
And
do
I
you have
voted
never mind.
because I vote because I need to get these motherfuckers out my villa, okay? Because Casa Amor is about to happen and y'all got to get the fuck out my villa. Kenzie got to fucking go.
I don't
She
even,
got to fucking
I
go.
don't even know.
Sign the petition. Get her out.
In the
What the fuck were we just talking about?
We're
Oh,
talking about
yes. So
friendship.
old boy, they're like best friends in the villa. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pull your girl for a chat." And everybody's like, "What the fuck? Why the fuck would you do that? Like you about to mess up your whole friendship, blah, 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 this, that, and the third." And then so the dude said, "I think she's gonna laugh at you, but go ahead." That's what the other friend said. And then he shot his shot, got shut down. And then he came back, and then they talked for like 2 minutes, and it was like, "All right, bro, love you," blah, 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 and they moved on. But like the girls, they've been beefing for like 2 weeks now, and it's like, and I'm looking at it, and I was like, "Yeah, that's typically what would happen. Like we're gonna talk the shit out and move the fuck on. It's either we're gonna move the fuck on and be friends, or we're gonna move the fuck on and never be friends again. But we're not gonna be like, oh my god, and linger for like 2 fucking weeks. Like, why are we still on this? It's over."
Well, I do also think outside of it having to do with the other sex, I think
I never said nothing about the other sex. That
yes,
was you that said it.
yes,
You said it.
you just
I
said
said guys do this. I never said anything about the women's.
don't do that to me.
Yeah, you look so confused.
I'm like, we
Jesus
definitely
Christ.
just had a conversation about men and women. I don't am I I'm like, am I in the Twilight Zone? Like what's happening? But I do and this is in no disrespect to dads or fathers, but I think that a lot of times female friendships are strained when one of them becomes a parent because your availability like reduces so much. So unless you have friends that are okay with the fact that they sent you a text message at 9 a.m. on Tuesday and they most likely don't get a response back from you till like 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, then you got a problem. Whereas
I call cap. Because here's my problem with that, right?
Mhm,
I see and know of people
mhm,
that you'll text them, they're not responding,
mhm,
but yet I see you liking shit on social media. I
mm,
see you posting on social media.
mm.
I know you're sending out fucking emails and you're not out of your fucking computer sending out these emails. You're sending emails via the phone. So you're choosing who you want to respond to.
Or
And that's okay.
or
Just call it what it is.
to play angel's advocate, because I know I've done this sometimes. You see the text come in, but you're in the middle of doing something. So you tell yourself you will come back to it, and then you never do.
So,
Or you start to
so,
draft it. Because how many times have you told me you called me to cuss me out only to realize you didn't hit send in your message?
so what I started doing is when I read something and I say I'm gonna come back to it,
Mm,
I slide the notification over to the right so it turns the bubble back on. So I know I have to go back and respond to that shit.
mm. Not everybody is as equipped as Kevin B. the brand.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to go on a tangent. I just think because us as fathers, we don't. But I think we're different also because like we don't need to be on the phone with each other all the time, and we first of all we don't do phone. We text the
You are
majority of the time anyways,
finding
and we link up when we link up, and then when we link up, like I know my inner circle when we link up, we'll fucking gone for like 3-4 hours,
yeah.
and then be like, all right, see you on the next time,
Yeah.
maybe, and
We don't know when that will be, but you know what?
don't know where it's gonna be, but we're gonna figure it out.
You see, I told you with D and I have a quarterly check-in because if you don't, I won't hear from him. D disappears. It sometimes you like send a smoke signal, or it's kind of like you're like, okay, well, when's the crew getting back together? Okay, I may see him at this event. We'll send him a message. He may or may not respond. So you just never know. Um, biggest culture moments. Well, I will say, starting up this podcast. Granted, I've always loved our music. I've always loved our culture. This we know, but it has forced me to step into that world a little further than I already was. Like,
Yep, that you will do.
yeah,
Me, I still be on the outside. I'm
yeah,
like, yep, go represent for us. I
like,
don't know. I don't know what it is. It's like sometimes I just feel out of place. Like it's not meant for me.
yeah.
Like I don't know what I don't like. People be like gigging, having a great time, and I'm sitting there like I don't even know what the fuck's going on right now. What the fuck is
Oh,
happening? You might as well just have taken and they might be better than me. Some of these white folks, they know better Creole, they know more of the culture, and you could drop them in and they just gigging and vibing. Me, I'm saying I was like, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on.
like I went to Bio.
Yep,
Great,
I didn't go to that.
great concert. I
It
know.
looked like a good time,
It
but
was,
I'm pretty sure if I had went, I would. So let's not get it twisted. I'll still have fun,
yeah.
but it's just like I don't know what's happening. I don't know all these
You're
musics.
not
I don't
feeling
even know where you people find these music from.
well. So I will say, and we've had this conversation. I don't know new Haitian music. I'm just like the Joey Duet Joey Duet Filet. Is that his name?
Joey, what?
What's the guy? Nah, nah, nah.
Nah, 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 nah. I know what
No,
you're talking about.
nope. That is
I know what song you're talking about though.
okay, because that was not it.
Yeah, I in my mind it said one thing, but when it came out, I was like, wait, no, that's not what it
That
sounded like. But I know what you're
that
talking
was
about.
the American in you that came out.
Yeah, yep. See, this is why I don't go to certain shit
You just
because
sang
I'm
us.
gonna sound like an American and be looked at funny.
So like I only know that one song because it's all over social media. But
Mm-hmm.
if you throw me in a 90s Haitian party, oh baby, I'm all out. For instance, he brought out Emily Michelle. When I tell you I lost my shit. When I tell you I went to Smoop. Shout out to Smoop. I went to Smoop and I said, I need a picture with her. Please. And he looked at me like, oh God. And I said, I don't need a picture with nobody else. I don't even need Michael Brown. I need a picture with Emily Michelle because she is a legend. All
Legend.
capital letters. Okay.
I think I know who you're talking about
Yeah.
because I
I
saw a lot of people saying, "Oh my God, the legend." Blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't know who the hell that is.
watch your mouth. You know her
You
song.
watch your mouth.
You know the song. Ah, Kai, Kaio.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
I do know. I
her,
ain't that bad.
her, her. So anyway, we did. Shout out, Move. He got me backstage, take a picture. And oddly enough, he held my picture captive, which he's never done before. So I was like, why are you punishing me? What have I done? And I remember telling Bernard when I came home, and I was like, I took a picture with Emily Michelle, and Smooth has my picture. And he was like, well, why didn't you give him your phone? I tried to. I had my phone camera ready, and he was like, nah, I got it, and took the picture with his.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I hate when people do that shit to me. Like, you try to take a picture. I know my camera settings, they're set for me. They are set for me. The way I'm gonna like the pictures to come out, you using your phone, now my shit look blurry, it's darker and all this other shit. Like, bitch, why can't you just I have it open for you. Just hit the little white circle, please and thank you. Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you got it. No! Take my mother loving phone. And then they get mad and they're just snapping and like the angles are off. I was like, oh, you just an a-hole. You an a-hole.
But yeah, no, it was a
Mm-hmm.
great concert. I had my Roots to Reality shirt on. I had a mind you, 1 hour before I left my house. I was in my room cutting up the t-shirt to make it like cute. Did a great job. You'd be very proud of me. Um, But
You said I'd be very proud of
I'd
you?
be very proud of the fact that it didn't look like a basic T-shirt. Oh, would you be proud? Whatever. I zhuzhed it up.
You was all right.
But in us doing this podcast, I feel like it has forced me to tap back in to the culture like how I used to. Because we all
Yep.
know I became the soca queen and all about soca music. Still am, still love it. But
Like most Haitians.
like, wait, you think a lot of Haitians love soca music?
A lot do.
Oh, I don't know that many.
They ain't going nowhere else.
Oh, but I think it has forced me to come back to it, um, especially because I think it was the episode. I don't even know what it was titled, and run the clip. Um, where you mentioned that not our generation and not our kids' generation, but the generation after that is most likely just going to be full blown American.
So, the areas where I can introduce certain things, I will, but am I gonna feel guilty about it? No. The kid is more American than I am, and then the next generation after that is gonna be pure American, if you
Oh,
really think about it. Like, the generation that we're raising, the ones after us, our grandbabies are gonna be pure American.
oh.
I mean.
So I
Oh,
think
yeah,
I
the
think when
dilution.
you said that, I said, "Oh shit, no, I gotta find a way to like keep it at least at 25%, like something. I need
It's a
Ramses
high
and
number.
Roman to hold on to it and want to pass it on to their kids." So, um, I will say that I appreciate us having that step, and then also when we go, when I go out, people recognize the show. They know Roots to Realities, and I wanna get us to a point where we are able to talk about our culture and bring it to the forefront, because if y'all didn't know, Haiti, we up. These last few months, listen, World Cup, everything going on, we up there. So if there was ever a time to be Haitian, all right. Biggest growth moments.
Biggest who?
Growth. Where we talked about boundaries and failure files, and well, we haven't talked about freedom isn't free yet, but healing versus loyalty. I will say I did really appreciate our healing versus loyalty episode. Um,
What?
Healing versus loyalty,
Yo, what's happening with your mic? Can you turn your mic volume up? Because I can't hear you, and I'm blasting my speaker.
healing versus loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably one of our deepest, besides the grief episode, one of our deepest episodes, because it's true in the sense of, and I keep seeing, I keep seeing social media posts about it too. Like I just saw one where the lady was saying, when people say, "Oh, that's your family." Matter of fact, I'm gonna find it because I just sent it to Renard, and it really made me think about the bullshit that we
It made you
are,
think about what?
the bullshit that people try to.
Not the bullshit.
It is bullshit because it's not. I'm gonna play it. Is it gonna? Oh, it's not gonna play because first of all, I love the fact that Instagram has us.
They're being protected from your kids aren't missing out on family. They're being protected from the behavior you had to heal from. People love to say your kids are missing out. Missing out on what? Because if I had to heal from them, I'm not handing my kids over to that. That's not punishment, that's protection. Family doesn't automatically mean safe. And access isn't guaranteed just because someone is related to you. Now, if someone has taken accountability, if their behavior has actually changed, if a healthy relationship was rebuilt, that's different. But words without change don't create safety. And guilt doesn't build trust. If someone couldn't show up with respect, they don't get a front row seat to your kids. Because kids don't just hear what you say, they learn from what you allow. And I'm not teaching mine that love comes with confusion, guilt, or fear. So no, they're not missing out. They're growing up in something I didn't have.
Amen. When I saw that today, I thought about our healing versus loyalty episode because
Yeah, I mean, she
that
ain't
was
lying though.
at all. And she was a white lady, for guys, if you couldn't tell by her voice. But
if you couldn't tell, come on. There's certain pictures you just know. That's not the sister.
So the real reason why I pulled out my phone is because our next segment is about listener favorites.
Bum, 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 bum. What is the people saying? People saying.
According to the YouTube, our most viewed episode. Oh my God, FYI, the episode of Fatherhood within 2 days has been viewed more than some of the episodes that have been up for 3 weeks. Y'all get on my nerves. No, guys, Renard is not going to replace me on Roots to Reality. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm just saying you gotta give the people what they want.
And what they want.
The show's for the people, right?
Don't play with me. All right. So actually, our intro episode is our most viewed episode, and then after that is the episode where I side-eyed you. As it comes on, the most shared clip that would have to be on the Instagram. That would be. Oh my God, that one has 700. Jesus. Oh.
What are you laughing at?
The most shared clip. You ready?
Here we go.
I was working at a place where people could come into the job. And let's just say a couple of my coworkers saw me get slapped in the middle of my shift.
That's not the most shared.
It has over 800.
800 views, but how many shares?
Man, that was amazing.
Of course, that would be the one, you jerk.
Um,
People just like to see misery.
So I will say on and off camera, the most commented discussion. Well, I'm going to switch that around. The most discussion I've gotten from a comment was when you, and I don't even think, and I will say, I defended you a lot with the comment about you only working with women. Well, only having women work, only working with women with your businesses because they can never have too much on their plate.
Like, majority of the time, I'm always going to gravitate towards women to help support my businesses and stuff that I'm doing. I just feel as though they're the unsung heroes of a lot of situations. They're going to work harder, and there's never going to be too much on their plate. You know what I mean?
When I tell you,
I didn't say, let the record show.
Yes. Yeah.
Let the record show.
These guys, because
if I'm building out a team, I would prefer to have women because of their work ethic. Period.
That's it.
I don't have to work with I don't have to worry about egos. I don't have to deal with none of the bullshit that comes with working with my male counterparts. That's all I was just trying to get across.
Okay.
You want to twist my mother loving
I didn't
words.
twist you. I didn't.
You twisted it because you started asking more questions, and then I said, and then it came out differently and weird. I blame you. Bring Renard.
No, I will say it spiraled. I was triggered, but I think it was your word choice that triggered me because you said and I think also because I was just going through the fact that my plate was full, and it just people just like to walk around with their hand out. So when you said their plate is never full, I said abso-fucking-lutely not. We are not doing that. But to be fair, I was not the only one that had that reaction. There were a few conversations where I had to say, guys, he meant in the sense of, if you want something done right, go to a woman because she will see it through. Don't even try to argue with that. Let it rock out.
I'm not speaking. I'm not speaking. Just go ahead.
Good. Because I'm over here trying to put a Band-Aid on it. All right. What's the episode you're most proud of?
Ooh. Episode I'm most proud of. I'm going to go, and this is not based off of numbers. It's not based off of anything. It's just the symbolism behind it. It's gonna always be the first one because we started, right? And it's like didn't really know how we was gonna really do it. We talked about it in the background for like months, and we was preparing and doing this and that, and eventually we was just like, fuck it, hit record.
Y'all, I tell you, I love my co-host, but this man,
Can't nobody hear you anyways. Your microphone's not working well.
is it not really? Now you can hear me?
Uh-huh. Now that you're talking normal shit.
This man is a perfectionist on steroids. Because we would have something and he would like, no, let me tweak it. Now let's tweak it this way. Now I don't know how I feel about it. Now let's try it again. Nigga, if we don't post this shit today, it was to the point that I used to tell him, I'm making an executive decision. I'm going to hit send. No, give me till like 2:00. Let me just look through it real quick. And I said, I'm sending it.
And now you see why I say I need to just work with women. Because they're just going to be like, you know what? Shut up. You told me what your vision is. This is what I'm going to fucking do. If you don't like it, then you can tell me about it later on. But right now, it's getting done.
It's getting done. So you're welcome. You're welcome, audience. Because if it was Kevin B. the Brand, we'd still be in planning mode for this podcast.
And I've talked about this, right? The problem is I have a business and marketing background. So in business, when you go into business school, they teach you to go first to market, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they also teach you a contradicting thing was like, well, you only get one shot because first impression means a whole lot more, right? So it's, you want to be first to market, just go and figure it out messy, but it can't be so goddamn messy that nobody's going to pay attention to it. And then that's what they're going to think of you from here on out.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with my little fucking brain over here. And then you got ADHD, and then you got fucking thinking people, nobody likes you type shit. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? Like, this is the battles that I'm having. That's why I had the other day, I did that quick thought of the day, and I had to respectfully tell that little voice in my head to shut the fuck up and let me get to work. You know what I mean? Like, so, yes, it took a while, but we got here, right?
We did get here. And we're having a great time. And I will say, the one thing, because you guys know, I bring in my therapy a lot. And Tracy has challenged me to start taking things off my plate. I told her I will. We'll see. But I did tell her.
Yeah, and then you try to get me in trouble.
I did.
Tracy, let it. I know you listening. I had nothing to do with her nonsense of trying to add on, because even I had to say that's not what I was saying. I said the stuff that you have, it can get done. That this one was talking about, let me go add some more. That's right. Let me add more. That's not what I said.
I will say that we made a promise before we started actually airing the episode, was that once it stops being fun, we're done.
Yes.
We will cut ties. Right now, we are still having fun.
I had more fun with Renard, but yeah. That's it out loud.
Yep.
Oh.
Yes, you did. Okay. It's all right.
That's my filter being broken. I apologize.
It's all right.
Let me go recalibrate.
It's not the truth. I would say my favorite, not for nothing, honestly, so far, my favorite episode is, well, the one I'm most proud of is the one with you and Renard. So when I sat back and I listened to all 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Don't be a hater.
I loved seeing how vulnerable the both of you were. I think it's something that in our community, men aren't necessarily allowed to be vulnerable and to be open and to be transparent. You guys are supposed to be tough and Mr. strengthen. I don't cry and man up. So I am the most proud of I'm most proud of that episode. And then I got to hear all the nice things he said about me too.
Yeah, I think I went to our YouTube so I could look at the title so I could remember, because somebody didn't get me to run a show tool right before we sat down. So she's prepared. I'm not.
No, I just pulled that one off my. I'm looking at what you can see. I didn't change anything.
No, I needed to go. I'm on our YouTube page so I can see the titles of the episodes that we put out so far.
If you go on our notes, if you utilize the shared notes, I have a whole track list of what episode and when it aired, but we'll talk about that offline.
You finished or you done?
Go
Okay.
over it.
Oh, I like the episode where we talked about what our parents sacrificed and how dare us not try to raise the bar. Generational wealth was good. Marriage isn't just love. The marriage episode where we talked about.
We're gonna dig deeper into that.
The religion episode was pretty good.
That was,
and
yeah, you're right.
One of our good ones also was our first guest.
Yes,
our first guest episode. That was a good one.
I know, guys. I have started working with an estate planner because of that episode. So, and I did. You know what? You're right, because that episode, I literally went around to so many people and was like, "Hey, have you figured? Hey, have you? Hey," and everybody's like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "No. There's none of that. You need to get started on it now." So yes, no, that was a good one. What conversation do you feel will challenge you the most? I think I know which one.
This is not a PC answer, but I think all of them have its own challenging moments, right?
Okay.
Because I will say some conversations are easier than others because I could just babble and rant and go on. But like, there's certain topics that people just shy away from, like religion and finances and all that other stuff. And I think all the episodes that we've done so far has a vulnerability moment. So it's like, oh, you got to lay bare your soul out here, and be truthful and be honest so that others could be truthful and be honest. So I would say everyone had its own challenge moment where, like, you can't just give fluff answers. What are you doing? Why are you getting so close?
Because you didn't tell me that my friggin' Shoe the Vibe enhancer was backwards this whole time. Rude.
I didn't read it. I just, you think I sit here and read?
I'm sitting there like, that doesn't.
Was it backwards? I didn't.
It was backwards.
That's funny.
I'm sitting there like, that doesn't look right.
So what you're telling me is another setting was off for you when you turned on. Interesting. But continue on with the show, please.
I will say, probably the most challenging conversation, I felt like I was far away, was the one about family leaders. Because Petty Boots over here.
Which one? Which episode? Which episode?
The one about family leaders and firstborn.
Oh, yeah.
Petty Boots over here was trying to get me caught up.
No.
Even the outro.
No.
Roll the clip.
Thank you for tapping into another episode of Roots to Realities. If this conversation challenged you, like it did for Shu, made you reflect, like it didn't do for Shu, or even made you a little uncomfortable, like it did for Shu's siblings, then we did what we came here to do.
No, that was challenging because I think in the light that we are in, we already do a really good job with being mindful of our words, but we also cannot control how people interpret what we say. So I think that was challenging in the sense of we don't know who could be like, is she talking about me? Is he talking about he referring to me? And then it's like, well, first of all,
Well, in that
your own
episode, if you think we was talking about you, then
that's your own
you know yourself. Clearly, you was doing some fucked up shit to be thinking that it's about you. Then,
Any topic made you uncomfortable? I mean, I know.
the one I think the most uncomfortable one, because even though I have my filter and my filter works unlike you do, but but I still give enough
Mm-hmm.
so that people could relate or understand the behind the scenes. I think the one we was talking about families, the one you have versus the one you inherit. You know what I mean? Like, some some might listen and be in that situation just talking about like, wait, talking about me? Yeah,
Hey, man, I'm not
probably it probably is about you. If you asking if it's about you, it's probably about you.
probably about you. See, that's funny. I thought you were going to say the grief one.
But in that, remember, I don't do well with grief,
Why I thought it
regardless.
would have made you uncomfortable.
So the grief shit doesn't make me uncomfortable. It's just I don't know what to be doing. I don't know what to be saying. Like in the moment, it's like, oh, it's gonna be okay. What the fuck? No, somebody's dead, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the fuck. You know those situations where people be like, I don't know what to do with my hands. That's one of those situations. I don't know what the fuck to do with my hands. Like, and my default is always to go to humor.
Mm-hmm.
So like the jokes, any other times, them jokes would land and it'd be funny. But in the moment, it's like, dude, read the fucking room.
Did I go too far?
Yeah. Sometimes I go too far. I know. Not sometimes. I know I go too far.
All right. I want to actually, I'm going to skip this confessional part. I want to go into rapid fire. So,
hold on. Let me catch up. Okay, here we go.
I went 5 rapid fire because I didn't even realize I did 2 rapid fires. I told you guys, I literally threw this run a show less than an hour before we were getting on. So,
And she gave it to me 2 minutes before we got on.
sure did.
All right. Audience rapid fire. Is that where we're at?
I'll read the question out loud and we'll both answer it. How about that?
I don't know what the hell you just said. I need you to talk into your microphone.
I thought I was.
There you go. Go.
I'll read the question, you answer, and I'll rebut if I have to.
Okay.
Be a different version because I will. My fat pal. I didn't do a great job with this rapid fire.
Okay.
Sure.
As
Question.
long as you know that.
Which episode should every new listener start with? And
Every new listener start with.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I think we had some great topics.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Damn it. Not the dad takeover because that's not the actual host, even though that was a great show.
It was a great show.
I think the cheating episode, because you're gonna get truth, humor, and seriousness out of that one.
I like that. I think our second episode where it's Haitian roots, American culture, or whatever we called it, where we really dug into our Haitian roots and just being Americanized. And that was the episode where I judged you.
Stereotypes was a good one too.
Yes. Which episode almost didn't happen?
Shit, we scrapped the episode. Which one was that one?
I don't know.
And I don't even know if we ever went back to re-record it.
No, I think it was the love versus tradition. I mean, we got to do it. Most underrated episode in your eyes?
Most underrated episode by numbers or
I guess feedback.
Well, I'm on our YouTube right now. It looks like the religion episode has less views, so
really,
let's go with that one.
What about overrated episode?
Overrated?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now, with us, there ain't no such thing.
What's the most emotional recording? I'm starting to lay back.
What's the most what? Emotional
recording. Yep.
Shit, I don't know. They all have an emotional component to it. The same way where, just like I said earlier, like every episode, there's a point of it where you have to get vulnerable.
Yeah.
So you're going to get your emotional side out of it. And then I'm going to do a fucked up joke and then we're going to move on.
What episode do you feel needs a part 2? All of them.
You could honestly do go with all of them. Marriage isn't love.
Hmm.
Um, the two paths one, where it's college versus the military thing
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
that could be expanded.
Hmm.
The two cultures, one home, for sure. I think we've had some great
The
ones. So
family
it's like
leaders. The
I
family
would I would
leader
say
ones
those
are
three.
definitely. Nah, I think
I
we got
think
to family leader.
the generational tug of war could be
Yeah.
expanded and talked about. Like we could bring on the from the other generation.
And you know what, guys? The really dope thing about generational tug of war is that was not the episode that was supposed to be recorded that day. We started talking about the Haitian American Awards gala,
Yeah. And then we went on a rant,
and we went on a whole
and it
tangent.
became a whole. It became its own
It
episode.
was an episode. So Kino,
That is true.
live exclusive. That
We
was
did that twice though. There was two episodes like that where we started on one thing and then went a different direction and we just
one
ran with it.
because the cheating one was supposed to be. It had a whole different conversation, and we went from Haitian men don't cheat to just talking about cheating in general and infidelity and all this other stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. What's your favorite episode?
The one with Renard.
Oh my God, I'm so tired of you.
No, I think all jokes aside, only because there's a lot of vulnerability there.
Mm-hmm.
And with me and you, we're always getting the male perspective, the female perspective. On that one, it's like two males with the same perspective, just different pathways, you know what I mean? Like different ways of thinking and all that stuff, but like you see the same exact vulnerabilities.
Yeah. Fine. Whatever.
I'm just saying.
What do you feel in conversations that you had with people was the most relatable topic?
Probably the cheating one. Like the women's either been cheated on or cheated themselves, and the men's was cheated on, or they won't admit to it, was cheated on as well.
Oh, Lordy. All right. Do you feel like there will be an episode 50?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, sure.
We're on 25. Yeah, there'll be 50.
I'm not gonna lie though, 25 came quick.
Yeah, just think about it. We started in January. We already got 25. So by the end of the year, we'll be at 50.
Yeah. All right. I know this says final takeaway, but then what we're doing different with this episode though is we're going to call it like 25 things that you have learned. We're going to do that after our takeaways because it flows in.
What?
We are adding a segment called 25 things we've learned. And we're picking, just keep scrolling. It's at the bottom. But before we jump into that, what would you say is your biggest takeaway after 25 episodes?
I think after 25 episodes, it's we said this, it's still fun.
Mhm.
It's still relatable topics. It's not fluff shit. You know what I mean? It's stuff that people will actually like. I look at it like this. Would I tune in to listen? Yes. So for me, that is my biggest takeaway. And I want it for the next 25 to be the same.
Same. I would say my biggest takeaway is just having people relate to us, whether they're Haitian or not, and giving us, I guess, kudos or accolades or whatever it's called for being confident enough to have these conversations. Because what we said in the beginning in the first episode is the fact that we are having the conversations we weren't allowed to have growing up. So now that we're having these conversations and, because we all of 40 and above, we ain't scared. Vin Batman, who gonna whoop us for talking our truth? So I think we made that confident decision to just be like, fuck it. We gonna talk about how we grew up. We're going to talk about what worked, what didn't work, what we're keeping, what we're changing, and what we're not allowing to go into the legacy that we're trying to build. So that's been the takeaway that I've gotten in the last 25 episodes. All right. 25 things that we've learned. I need you to scroll down. If you don't agree with one of them, feel free to change it. You'll read the odd numbers. I'll read the even numbers.
Hold the fuck on. All right, hold on.
Guys,
25 things
guys,
we've
he talks
learned.
to me like this in real life, FYI.
Keep going on till you hit 25. All right, 25 things we've learned. All right, I'm doing the odd ones, you say?
Yes.
Your roots explain you, but they don't have to define you.
Healing isn't about forgetting. Oh, yes, I said that right. Healing isn't about forgetting where you came from. It's about understanding it.
The sacrifices our parents made deserve appreciation, but not blind imitation. Who wrote this
You
thing?
you were gonna say something else. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm with you on that one because as you were reading it, I was reading it and I almost didn't read imitation. I don't know what word I was about to read, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
See, we're here. We're here. No, but it's true because I think a lot of people feel like they have to become their parents. So,
Oh, I ain't got to become my parents.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was gonna say
No.
it for you, but I think that is important because yes, we acknowledge and appreciate the sacrifices that our parents made. However, I will not be
However,
not duplicating them. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, thank you. Yeah, a lot of Haitian parents weren't taught emotional intelligence. They were taught survival. It's funny because Renard actually said that the other day when we were, what were we talking about? We were talking about moving and how.
Sorry. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Like, I'm trying to move this fucking thing.
We were talking about how, like, we're talking about moving and things like, oh, you know what? Because at Ramsey's Kid Strong class, one of the coaches was saying that she's moving to Utah because whatever it is that she's trying to do is out there. And we were just talking about like, oh, that's crazy. Like she would move to Utah and like growing up, your parents would never really encourage that. They wouldn't encourage you moving away because they don't necessarily see the value in moving away because they came here as a survival tactic. They left where they grew up for a better life. So I think they hold on to that mindset that if you're leaving somewhere, it's because the life you are currently living is not safe. It's not good. You're leaving to go find better as opposed to I'm leaving to go experience something else. So that made me think of what Renard said because they weren't taught emotional. Nigga, I'm sorry. At this point, you know what? I feel like we haven't talked about our resident host, our guest host, in a very long time. We haven't. I haven't brought her up. As much as I love her, I don't think that she has emotional intelligence. She doesn't know how to have it. Her mindset is at 87 years old. Her mindset is still survival. Her mindset is still I need to take care of everybody. Like she gets offended if someone doesn't ask her for help. And that's crazy to me. But that was my tidbit. Go on.
Number 5, providing for your family is important.
I
Being
knew
present
I
for your
heard.
family is priceless.
I knew I heard something. I knew that there was sounds. Look at me, I'm playing with my microphone. I knew there were weird sounds coming from somewhere, and it was because your ass done switched up your voice on the microphone, and it picked up some feedback. I can't stand you. You get on my nerves. Failure isn't proof that you're incapable. It's proof that you're trying.
Children learning more from what we model than what we say.
I try to like him. I really do. I really do. Strong people need support too.
The strongest men we know aren't afraid to apologize.
I don't agree with that, but okay. I don't agree with that at all.
Why don't you agree with that?
Because I know lots of strong men who have fucked up and they do not apologize at all. Or instead of apologizing, they'll tell you why it's not their fault. It was somebody else's fault. And I'm like, I don't care if it wasn't your fault. You're involved. Just fucking apologize. Conversation for another thing. I don't want to get triggered. Growth will sometimes cost you relationships. Oh, is there any friendships that you miss?
That I miss?
Mm-hmm. You're
No.
gonna say no.
Because if you're excommunicado, I'm not thinking about you. In order to miss something, you got to think about it. And where my life is right now, no, we're not going backwards. Now, have I rekindled old friendships? Absolutely. But they had legs to stand on in order to become something again, right?
Mhm.
Shout out to those that are back like we never left.
Go, it's your turn. Oh, I read your line. I'm sorry. Not every
Read what
friendship
line?
lasts forever. Growth is yours because that's an odd number. Not every friendship is meant to last forever.
That's a fact. That's a
What is it?
mother-loving fact.
What's the thing? Season.
Some are here for a reason and a season.
There's more to that though. That was 4. But anyway, go forward with number 12. I know you're doing the odd numbers, but I fucked up. So go ahead. You have taken over the even numbers now.
What are you saying? Am I doing 12?
Yep.
Boundaries aren't walls. They're instructions on how to love.
Something we weren't
It's more than how to love. Oh, how to love you. Oh, okay. Just fuck it. Just stick to the boundaries aren't walls part. We're doing too much right now. Boundaries aren't walls. God damn it. Set them. Set them. It makes your life a whole lot more easier.
And it's
Boundaries
so
at work, boundaries in friendships, boundaries in family, boundaries.
Kevin, how do you feel about boundaries?
Huh?
How do you feel about boundaries? Because,
Nah,
right?
man. I fucking love boundaries, bro. Love them. Especially in workplace environments, bro. Like, what you set is going to dictate these next few years that you're at this place. These people said that you're only worth this amount of dollars for these amount of hours. So why the fuck am I responding to emails at 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night? No, that whole stopped at 5. 5 p.m.
5
That
p.m. on
is a
Friday
tomorrow problem.
at 9 o'clock on Monday.
Huh?
I said 5 p.m. on Friday. I will talk to you at 9 o'clock on Monday.
Oh, shit. If you're lucky. Because my office hours don't start till 10. Because that first hour, I need to process some shit that's about to be going for the day. I need to go through my email inboxes. So no meetings, no nothing until 10 o'clock.
Your
Boundaries.
standards determine what your boundaries protect.
Sure. Yeah, I agree with that. You can't heal in the same environment that rewards your dysfunction. Tracy would like that one.
My God, made my forehead itch.
Jesus Christ. That one struck a nerve, eh? You want me to keep going?
Because it's true. Like, and not even to relate it to myself. Like, I look at certain people who complain about where they are in life. And then you sit back and you see what they do or who they hang out with. And I'm like, so how did you expect to come out of the situation when you are surrounded by it? Like, you don't want to grow. You don't want to heal. You don't want to get better. You actually
It's like,
enjoy.
there's certain things where you could say people are probably venting about something, like when you're at work, right? Some people they're honest to God just venting about that day at work. But some people are fucking miserable. Change it. Even in a fucked up economy, you could find something else. Because guess what? There's no pressure on you to find a new job when you're in a job. It's when you're out of a job, then it sounds crazy, right? So you don't like the direction your life is going, and I said this on one of my Dear Legacy episodes, where people would be like, oh, life be lifing. Well, life is life, and then fucking take control of it. You control the life. It's yours.
It's your life.
You're not in jail. You're not imprisoned. You're not locked away in a basement where somebody's telling you what the fuck to do. Because if that's the situation, we got a different problem, and I can't hold it to you, right? But if you're in control of your life, no matter what your circumstances is, are you trying to be better than the circumstance and get yourself out of it? Because some people, you can't control it. The life environments is life environments. A decision you made about 15 years ago altered your whole lifespan. There's nothing I can do about that. But the little shit that you can control that could change our outcome, change it. You can't always say life is lifing. Anyways, moving on.
Tangent.
What number are we on?
Freedom isn't doing whatever you want. Freedom is having the discipline to choose what matters.
Freedom isn't doing whatever you want. Freedom is having the discipline to choose what matters. That's a topic for another day.
It is. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a rant.
Mm-hmm.
Topic for another day.
Mm-hmm.
The version of success our parents dreamed of for us may not be the version we are meant to live. Shit, I've been on my own path since 13, so you can envision what the hell you want to envision. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
Do you know how long it took me to actually fucking accept that? My hair did what it wanted to do. Like, I grew up a people pleaser. And
You
I
grew up
will,
a people pleaser, or you're a people pleaser?
I'm not a people pleaser anymore. I don't give a fuck how you think about what's going on. You figure it out.
Sure.
For the most part.
For you're still a people pleaser for those that actual matter, where you
Yeah.
feel as though it'll be reciprocated to a certain degree, right?
To a certain degree.
And there's some where you're just like, oh no, cut the fuck off. So yeah, you're still a people pleaser.
People who don't affect my life. Yeah, but back then I wanted to please everybody. I wanted everybody to like me.
I get where you was coming from.
To have me in their basket. Now, but I will say that line is something that I'm trying to make sure I don't do to Ramses and Roman, because the version of success our parents dreamed of may not be what we want to live. I am learning to stop trying to push my definition of success, my definition of whatever, of greatness on Ramses. Well, Roman, because he's two. Well, not
I
Roman.
think we're all learning from that situation right now. I think as parents, because our children are afforded a different life than we're afforded, we can't live vicariously through them.
Right.
They're gonna, be art and history majors because it don't matter. They got a trust to fall back on. Like, it is what it is. Like, we went to school because we needed to be in certain, financial brackets and all that other stuff to be better than the last generation. This generation, they're better than us on paper before they even turn teen. Like
one of the examples is, and I was actually talking to Tracy about it. Ramses, they had an end of school year ceremony, and what they did, I love that school, Delphi, shout out. They awarded every student with like a customized certificate, and Ramses was tremendous leader that wants to change the world or whatever it is. And while I'm very like appreciative and I love that they get it, they can see the leadership in him and everything like that, my fear was when I heard the line of he wants to change the world, to me, I got triggered because I'm like, oh, you're going to do too much. Oh, you're going to sacrifice your happiness to make sure the world is a better place. No. So when I said that to Tracy, and she was like, I'm going to challenge you to not try to take that away from him. She's like, because
Yeah.
some of our greatest leaders, world leaders, were Ramses as a child. She's like, what I should do instead is help him navigate and understand when it's the right time to try to help, when is the right time to try to change the situation, and when the fuck to leave it alone because it ain't got nothing to do.
Agreed. It's funny that you say that because I just recorded that it's coming out after Father's Day, but the Father's Day episode for the Legacy Talks, I had Caden on as the
Mhm.
first guest, and he kept going back to charity and all that stuff. Now, granted, we again, like we said, put our children in situations where we want them to understand that this life that they're living is not a everyday occurrence for every child. So we make them go do backpack giveaways, turkey giveaways, back to school giveaways, Christmas drives, and all that stuff. Like, yeah, when you come under your tree, you have all these aunts and aunties and uncles, and we're all pretty successful. So you're getting damn near everything you want and then some. But there's that one child that's waking up. This might be their one gift, right? And the fact that he kept leading with charity, I was like, oh, that's so nice. But in my mind, I was like, you bleeding heart motherfucker, like you're gonna give away all your money. And it's like, and I saw it before because there was one time it was before we go off too much tangents now because we gotta get back to this list. But there was one time this little boy was sitting in the back of the car and he saw an unhoused person and he was like, oh, we should give him some money. And I'm like, yeah, no,
You said, do you have money?
boy, if you don't put your damn arms back in this goddamn car. And then I realized like he's very empathetic
Yeah.
and wants to do for other people, but at the same time, like, oh Lord, please don't squander away your trust. I really hope you're like I love it, but at the same time, it's like you said,
Here's
we
you.
have to set them up where it's like, don't don't deprive yourself for everybody else. Like you got to make
And
sure
that's
you're
what
straight in order to help those others, right? I want you to help others. I still want you to do that. I want you to be that good human because that's what we want above all else, right? We want them to be good humans, but at the same time, don't let the world suck you dry and abuse you at the same time
oh
because
my
you're a good human.
oh my God. I want you to know that you're triggering me. But
Just letting you know.
I know you're not doing it on purpose. But it's because that's how I'm gonna say I was raised. I was raised to deprive myself for the satisfaction of other
Nah,
people.
fuck that.
I was raised to make sure everybody else was good, and then I can figure out. Like, I was raised to make sure that everybody's plate was full, and then whatever was left over, I would eat. Like, and I don't want that for my boys. But we're gonna get off that tangent because it can go into that's gonna be
Conversation for another day.
that's gonna be another episode. Go ahead.
At least we could lay our heads at night and know we're raising good humans.
That part.
Because there's some children out here that's fucking assholes already
Listen.
at their age. I'd be like, golly, you're gonna be a future terrorist.
Daddy, if you don't go read number 17, I can't deal with you.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh
Yes.
shit! Tell me shut the fuck up next time. Many generation children spend adulthood
That's not
translating
a word.
what?
Many first generation children.
Did you
Go
want to
ahead.
read?
Go ahead. My apologies. I will drink
No, you got it.
my Black King wine.
Many first generation children spend adulthood translating between two worlds. Translating?
Yeah.
Who wrote this thing?
Yeah.
Between
I did.
Haitian culture and American culture.
It is. Well, you don't
I would
struggle
have
'cause
worded this a whole
you were
a whole
you were
different.
raised in an American household. I struggle at times. I know. Come on, we had this conversation a couple episodes ago where I told you
Mm-hmm.
when Ramses walks into a school, you greet everybody by name. Everybody at that front desk by name. When I said that to you, you said, "Oh hell no." He says, "Hi, General. Hello." Me?
Yo, you got to look at. Caden's not a morning person. He is a devil reincarnated. If you wake up Caden in the morning, oh boy, hair across his ass, He needs at least 2 hours before he start functioning and all that shit. So like when you're dropping him off in the morning, you gotta fucking prep him. Like, hey. When you walk through that door and they say good morning, especially when they say good morning, Caden. If you can't fucking say a simple good morning, I don't care if you know their names, because I know you know their fucking names. At this point, you've been at this, you walked through the same door for two seasons now. Okay, so I know you know these people's names. It's the same three ladies that open the doors in the morning, and here he go, strolling right by. I'd be like, oh, you little shit. I know I fucking raised you right. I'm not asking you to fucking do what Shoe's doing, but you can give a general good morning now.
Ramses greets every single human at that. And if he
Yeah,
doesn't know their name,
that's
I
wild.
tell him to go up to them and ask them their name. Yep. Our
You do too
mothers
much.
carry burdens we didn't understand until we became adults ourselves. Let me tell y'all something. That right there, I'm doing a shout. I'm not getting up. Um, yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. I will say that because being a mother is fucking hard. And there were times that I would see my mom's reaction or just things that she would do that would annoy my spirit that I now understand how she probably felt. Like I have a cousin, I kid you not, I have a cousin who laughs at me very often and often tells me, you need to go get on your knees and say sorry to your mother. Because I'll be like, this little heifer was over here looking at Ramses. I know she's trying to stay close to my child because she knows that he got a trust fund, he got a book, he got intellectual property. No, you got parents calling me talking about, oh, where you guys doing this summer? Why? Why you want to know what we doing this summer? So,
Yo, you're
uh,
gonna be a horrible gatekeeper. I feel sorry for them
oh
boys.
my God, I feel sorry for them.
Thank
I've
God
already
Renard's around.
I've already started praying for whoever is going to enter my son's life. Like, as cool as I am as a boy mom, whoever thinks they're going to date my sons, I am going to apologize to you from now because I'm going to like vet you as if you're coming into the CIA. And if you think I'm bad, wait till you meet his aunties. Okay? There's a whole crew of us. Like I apologize in advance.
That is
At least
ridiculous.
at least you know that whoever he marries is going to be amazing because she would have passed all of our tests.
Amazing to your standards, though.
That's a conversation for another day. I'm not doing this with you. Go
I'm
ahead with
just
father.
saying, man. That man's choosing what he wants for him. He
He's
laying
a
that night with that
child.
person,
I know
not you.
you are calling him a man right now, and he is
I'm
all of
talking about
4
when they
years.
grow up. I'm not obviously not right now.
We're not
When
there
they
yet.
grow up. Ain't nobody taking none of this shit serious. I be telling Kaden all the time, boy, you better go to college. Then go look for the one from 17 on. Just enjoy your life, man.
Let me tell you something.
Don't do this to yourself, brother. That's how you end up getting slapped inside of at work. You know what I mean? Moving on. Fatherhood isn't about perfection. It's about showing up again tomorrow. That's a fact.
I
It's
really
not
do
just
love it.
fatherhood. It's
Guys,
fatherhood. It's being a good husband. It's being a good person. Just it's all about showing up tomorrow.
guys,
Just show up.
if anything, I genuinely encourage you to go listen to that fatherhood episode because it's really amazing. It really is because I don't think that Black men, not even just Haitian men, I don't think Black men are given the platform to be as vulnerable as you two were. And, for me to sit and edit and hear and learn so much more, like, granted, I was kicked off the podcast, but I will take it because it ended up being an amazing episode. It's an amazing episode.
Wait till y'all see what happens on Dear Legacy, because that's
Yeah,
what
you
that's
need to wrap
for.
on your legacy
It's a
because we're not
it's
gonna
a
come back for
platform for
another.
my brothers, our fatherhoods, our entrepreneurs, the uncles.
All right. Community is one of the greatest forms of wealth. Yes, it is. A lesson that showed up repeatedly through Haitian Heritage Month, parenting, culture, and friendship episodes.
I got one gray hair in my mustache. It's driving me crazy because I
You
keep
could
thinking there's something on my face. Sorry.
go to 21. I'm so done with you.
Sometimes the greatest act of love is letting someone struggle. Failure files.
Guys, I don't
Listen,
know if I agree with
I
that,
don't
but
think there's any more explanation to that.
you
Hey,
can honor your
you go over there,
culture.
man. I can love you from afar. I'm a firm believer of that.
Peace out. You can honor your culture without repeating every tradition.
That's a fact.
That's a Kevin line.
Hmm?
I said, that's a you line. I repeat a lot of traditions.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
That's because you're still yeah. There's some stuff that you're repeating.
There is.
No matter how much progressive you are, also there's a lot of stuff that you're still repeating. But that's Tracy's problem, not mine.
Yeah.
I just get to laugh,
Yeah.
and I'll be a safe space for the two boys.
And their daddy too. Bernard really is that balance. Although my children are probably torn on who to go to. But go ahead.
Being the strong one is not a personality; it's the responsibility that requires rest.
God, I'm tired of being strong. The stories we don't tell become the lessons our children will never learn. Ooh, amen. Amen. I think that goes back to what I said in the beginning about us coming out and having these conversations and talking about it, because it normalizes the fact that we grew up in some toxic fucking environments. But in growing up in toxic environments, we didn't allow it to define who we are. We didn't allow it to define our future. We took the lessons, we took the toxicity and turned it into a path to greatness, a path for the future behind us to not necessarily grow up in that same realm. Gotta be all greatness and saying all these things. Legacy isn't what you
Hey,
leave behind. What?
that's my line.
You right.
Remember how
Go
you
ahead.
saw me? I was going too fast earlier. You need to slow down now. Voila. Legacy isn't what you leave behind when you're gone. Legacy is what you're building while you're here.
Amen.
And I strongly believe on that shit because I built a whole other platform around that.
Listen.
It's about what you're doing with your hair. It's not about what you leave behind, people. This legacy thing is the way you show up every single day, building it in real time, living it in real time. Because once you're dead and gone, you better hope your paperwork is in order, because that's the only part of the legacy you're leaving. That's it. And if that's all if that's all it sums up, your whole life sums up to what you left behind, then we have bigger problems. Shameless plug. Tune into Dear Legacy. On that note, just like that. That's crazy. Yes, let's close out because I gotta go watch Love Island and see if we can get Kenzie out my villa. On that note, just like that, we hit 25 episodes, guys. 25 conversations, 25 opportunities to learn, and 25 more opportunities to grow.
When we started this journey, we didn't know it would take us. Wait, we didn't know where it would take us. We didn't know which
How are you
conversation.
struggling when you wrote it?
Listen, because it's called Black King. We didn't know which conversations would resonate, which stories would spark reflection, or how many of you would choose to take this journey with us. But we're here, 25 episodes later.
We've talked about the culture. We talked about family. We talked about friendship, failure, fatherhood, and everything in between. From being
a lot of F words. Like you couldn't think of anything else. There's no other words you could have used that didn't start with the letter F, like motherhood, healing, growth. And through every conversation, one thing became clear. None of us are figuring out this life alone.
Yeah, man. To everyone who's listened, watched, shared an episode, left a comment, sent a message, or supported us in any way, thank you. We appreciate y'all.
Yes. Thank you for trusting us with your time, allowing us into your homes, cars, workouts, lunch breaks, and your lives. This community means more to us than you'll ever know.
And whatever you've been here, And whether you've been here since episode 1 or this is your very first episode you've heard, we hope these conversations remind you that your story matters, your culture matters, your healing matters, and your legacy matters.
Because at the end of the day, the roots matter, but so do the realities. I'm stealing Kevin's conclusion, guys. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep building the legacy you want to leave behind. It's your girl. I almost said it's your girl, Kevin Be the Brand.
Yep. That's what you get. You trying to be me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's your girl, Shu the Vibe Enhancer, alongside
your boy, Kevin Be the Brand. It's been real. Till next time. Peace.
Yo.
Now you, Kevin Be the Brand, eh?